us. Mean taking no loss. We be the hardest on the scene. Dance stones from the dust. Big drop, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, they hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my shit Ellie, me, I'm just sharing my jet.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Williamson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, here's Fournette. Dances by him. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll set up to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll set up a throw. Escapes the sack. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 11 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 16 carries, 58 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Fournette once more on second down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for that, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. After one, 14-6 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Price. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Throwing to start the drive. Vincent. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Vincent.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamar Chase
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back, Leonard Fournette. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Working with a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the ball, now.
Looking to throw. Vincent.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Vincent. And it's complete right back to Ridley.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big tight end here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 11.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A final shot before break. Vincent.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So we are at halftime.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. the counter. It's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamar Chase.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
That team gathers. They're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is that it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Brought in by Dobbs on the comeback route.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Robinson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Romeo Dobbs
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And out come the Seahawks.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Check, Panther.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Looking to throw. Vincent. He finds his man. Complete. That's Underwood. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. This one caught by Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st and 10, Vincent. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
1918, Warriors 70, trap 60, Riggs.
To throw on second down. Vincent to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Vincent. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Mustang 19, Dragon 60, Panther 11.
On 4th down, Vincent. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Alert!
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the amount of pressure.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready!
Now a run with Walker.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Vincent. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Come on.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots for close range.
Walker once more.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamar Chase.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, to quote a Hall of Famer from the sport of baseball, Yogi Berra, it's deja vu all over again. They had the pick 6 earlier. Now another pick 6 here, and those plays certainly have